Hey folks, it's 5 o'clock, at least on the Eastern Shore. So that means it's live at 5. I'm live, it's 5, and we're going to do some crafting together. I know I can be kind of cheesy. So let me just, as always, let me go find myself on Facebook so I can see your comments just as you're hopping on. Let me know you're here. Sometimes they like scroll up on this right side and sometimes they just go away. So I find that it's better if I just hop on to our page and then I can see everything better. So say hey, let me know what you're up to. What are you doing today? Let me go find. I can see. Okay, terrific. All right, so today, hey, Mavis, Andrea. Okay, awesome. People are hopping on. I wanted to work on a project with you guys today. Fall is here. It's been here for just a smidge, and I am loving it. We're going to work with a couple of things today. We're going to work with our 7x18 board. Up in the description, I told you what we were going to be working with today. And so let me grab, hey Beth, hey Sheila, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys hopping on with me. Remember to sprinkle it everywhere you can and give me those big hearts if you like it. All right, so this was a stencil that I just really wanted to make, and it is called Change is Beautiful. And it says, fall is proof that change is beautiful. And is that not so true? So true. Sometimes change makes us super uncomfortable, right? But it's preparing, I think, in many cases, if you can look back, opportunity for different ways to grow, different people for you to reach out to, and enrich your life. So it's uncomfortable, that's the truth. I'm sure that, you know, the world thinks it is too. The trees are probably like they're getting naked. All the stuff's falling off. The colors are changing, and it's beautiful. But there is definite a little bit of stress and change, right? All right, so I'm going to use this Change is Beautiful. And then I'm going to use this Fall Fantasy. If you guys haven't seen this one yet, there are 4 leaves, and I just put like a little pattern inside each one. So we're going to use that, and then we're going to use our 7x18 board. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that out. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Shayna, Sheila. Okay, and Shayna says, I used that leaf on a, I got to put my glasses on, hang on. I thought I could do without. I used that leaf on a flameless candle. Great idea. Turned out cute. Oh, great. I'll have to take a look. Hey, Helga and Sandy. Hello, lady. From Abbeville, Louisiana, Sheila is from. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to show you the 7x18 board. And when I was on yesterday, who got to see that yesterday with the flannel thing? Oh my gosh, I had such fun making that, and I love it, and it's going to find a great place in my home. I didn't hang it up yet. Actually, I left it here at the warehouse yesterday, and I'll be taking it home tonight to find a place for it. All right, let me, this thing's in there real good. Okay. Has anybody used this 7x18 double-sided board? When we were at Celebration, no, we were at the incentive trip at the, come on now, get out of here. At the Biltmore, I used this, and I really enjoyed it. So you know what I might do? Maybe, what do you think? Do you think we should do Change is Beautiful on one side, and then thanks and in all things give thanks. I could do that on the other side. All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to do, hello, Tammy from Oklahoma. All right, so, hey, Sandy, where are you watching from? Where are you, girl? I know you, different places, so your life's taken some changes here in the last couple of years. All right, so I'm thinking, I'm going to do this Change is Beautiful. So fall is proof that change is beautiful, right? So we're going to use that, and this 7x18 double-sided allows you to take a 12x18 like this that's divided in half. It fits perfectly inside here with a little bit of room, which is what we're going to fill up. We're going to fill up that space with some of those leaves. You're going to have to let me know if it looks good, like conceptually I think it's going to look good, but we will see. All right, so let's jump right in, and you guys can help me decide colors too. It'll be fun. You guys helped me yesterday, and I have to say I loved the raffia that we put on the top and the little pumpkins, and I just thought it was so adorable. By the way, I want to let you know, if you were watching yesterday and I was trying to use my staple gun, the cord came undone, and that's why it didn't work. But anyway, don't worry, I've stapled it. It's good and solid now. Nice and secure. All right, so I'm going to take this off out of its packing. Those of you who are just now watching, just note that every single stencil on the back has instructions on how to care for it, how to use it and care for it, okay? Just to extend the life. Hey, Sandy. Debbie's watching. All right, and Vicki and Deb Clark. Oh, that smells good, doesn't it? All right, so let me write on the back before we get started. I'm going to say fall on this side. And what does the other one start with? Give thanks. Okay, that way I'll remember where they're supposed to go. At the very least, I'll remember not to put my stencil on this side. It'll need to go on the slick side. All right, so I'm going to just cut mine along that line that's suggested here to divide the two designs up. I love this stencil because you get the two designs. And when I first was thinking about it, you know what, I'm gonna save the other one. I have an idea for that one. So when I was first thinking about it, I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be great if I could do one of these on a lumbar pillow and show you guys how to make those cute tassels that hang off the edge, and maybe do it in a little bit of a neutral kind of look. I think that's what we're going to do. So I will forgive the big tease there. I'm going to set this aside, and we will use that again maybe over the next few days. All right. So now I've got my fall is proof. That change is beautiful. And I am going to put it, I'm going to put it on the painted side. So if this is the first time you guys have ever seen our double-sided boards, they have the same profile both sides. One is plain wood, so you can stain it or paint it, and the other one is pre-painted white for you. All right. So let me take this out, and I'm going to use my tacky towel, and then I'm going to just pick up a little bit of lint on this stencil so it doesn't, so it's easier to pull off of my surface. Hey, Judy. Sweet chocolate woman, hello. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. I would love if you guys could invite your peeps in to watch and to enjoy crafting together. I'll set that over there on the ground. Because we have a good time. I have a good time. So, oh man, I went to the dentist today. This is my news of the year. I went to the dentist today, and I hate the dentist. Just going to say, not a fan. However, through some things that happened last year and stuff, I got that lint in a bad place. I lost, I don't know if you guys have seen, because when I talk, like, I open my mouth a lot, but I don't know if you guys had seen, but I had lost a couple of teeth. Like, they had to pull them out. And there was, like, the only thing that they could do was, like, a bridge or something like that. So they said, why don't we just do some implants in my mouth, the teeth. And so I said, okay, let's do it. And that whole process, it started, like, months ago. And they have to do, has anybody ever had that done? It is, first of all, not comfortable. But they have to, like, draw your blood so that they can make some new bone for you, and they graft that in, and then they get your mouth ready, and then they screw in these things into your bone, and oh, it's a process. And then I finally got to the place where they got my teeth in. Like, they came to the dentist office from the lab, and I got new teeth so I could smile. I know, probably not what you came here for, but I'm so excited. I'm so, like, I can chew. Like, it's nice. It's not a lot of fun to not have, like, your teeth working the way they're supposed to. All right, so now I'm just going around, and I'm going to smooth out that stencil, and I'm just going to make sure that all the white spaces have good contact with the surface, and that as I apply my medium, it's not going to seep up underneath that stencil, okay? But these are repositionable. If I didn't like where it was, I could pick it up and move it. All right, but I think I'm happy with it. And so, ugh, wicked, wicked gracious. Yeah, I'm telling you, girl, that's like 5,000 a tooth. It was breaking the bank. But, you know, it's not good to not have any teeth. Trust me, I've been living, one of them, like, has been gone for a couple of years. And when he said just do, you know, let's just do this, I'm like, well, let's just do it. I'll be poor for a little while, but, you know, I'm going to have some teeth. I like to eat, first thing I did is I ate some nuts. But I love to eat. And so I needed my teeth. Okay. Hi, Karen. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Pam. Yes, had some implants. Ugh, no pain, really? But takes a while for the whole process. Chewing is awesome again. Yes, I will say that. Oh, okay. You've had to have that done too. Okay. All right. And you have a partial, Judy. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get away from doing that, and I didn't know. I mean, really, like, my idea would be, like, pull the whole mouth full of teeth and just give me some that they can screw in, and I never have to go to the dentist again. But apparently you still have to go to the dentist, you know, for other hygiene in your mouth. All right. There was something underneath there. Okay, but you see what I mean about these being repositionable. Okay, I'm ready to go. So I got my fall is proof that change is beautiful. That's what we're talking about today. Now, I was thinking about going kind of neutral on that. What do you guys think? I don't want it to get lost because the background is white. So I want to get your opinion, if you could help me out. I do want to put a bow on it and stuff, but I was thinking I could go with this Irish cream. That will stand out a little bit and be pretty neutral. My other idea was, you know, I'm so tempted to do this rose gold, but I don't know that it actually matches this project. I might do it somewhere in the leaves or something, but I'm so tempted to use it. All right, but, okay, so Irish cream or chocolate brown. You tell me. What do you think on the words? Chocolate brown or Irish cream? Do you think the Irish cream is going to get lost? Let me know. Very pricey, very. You're right, Vicki. Yes, ma'am, they are very pricey. So I didn't want to use something so stark as, like, I'm definitely going to put some green in there, and I am going to put this yummy, delicious, wrong one. It's this one. Yes. Oh, look at my jar. It's all messed up. That's the kind I get. I get the rejects. The spiced pumpkin. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put some, I'm going to put some pansy, maybe a little bit of red, mustard. We'll see. I like chocolate. Chocolate it is. All right, we're doing the chocolate. We're rocking with the chocolate. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside then. And I'm going to do all of the words, but I'm going to leave, you see, this design, I feel, is just perfect the way that it is. That I'm going to embellish it a little bit. So I'm going to leave off this little, can you see, right here? I'm going to leave this part off and this part off because I'm going to put something else on there. Okay? So I'm going to do all of that, all of those areas except for the leaves. Now, if you wanted to be, like, really cautious not to get in certain areas, you could put, and I'll go ahead and do it just to show you, but you could put some painter's tape right over the area that you don't want to stencil, and that way you won't accidentally do it. This works a lot when you only want to use part of the stencil anyway, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of the words. It's just kind of a nice way to, like, ensure that you're going to get just what you want. Okay, and this does not harm the stencil at all. You see that there? It doesn't harm the stencil at all, and I'm really just protecting the stencil from me, right? Protecting the surface from myself. All right, so let me block this one off. And again, I usually just, you know, stencil around it, but this is an idea. Just to give you guys an idea, I like to see new things. I like to try new things just to see if it's going to work for me or if there's a better way. So, is that stencil the same size as Thanksgiving? Yes. It's a 12 by 18. Yep, and this part of it, though, is, it's the 7, well, it's cut in half so that it fits on the 7 by 18 board. Comes with 2 designs. All right, so I'm going to jump right in with my chocolate. Love this chocolate. I'm going to go for a little bit of a bigger squeegee. I'm not going to use that little guy because I've got a bigger space to get. All right. I guess I could, like, the little words, I could do a different color, but I think I'm going to rock it all with chocolate. See, now that I have that painter's tape there, I don't have to be specifically, like, really careful about what I do and don't run my chalk paste over. And that's good for me because I just kind of do it on the fly. I use painter's tape too, or I'll forget not to do it. Chocolate is the next color I'm getting. Good, Karen, you should, because it is scrumptious. I mean, obviously chocolate's scrumptious, but probably how I lost my teeth. But since I still plan to eat the chocolate, I needed new teeth. All right, I'll try to stop talking about my teeth, y'all. Okay. Okay, let me put that aside. Oh, I can hear myself a little bit. Let me turn that down. Okay, what size is the board you're using? Karen, the board is a 7x18 double-sided. Okay, you can find that in the services section. Both sides have the same profile. One is painted white and the other one is left plain wood, so that you could either paint or stain the wood, the bare wood side, and then of course the painted side you could paint as well. All right, so let me just take this off, and so I'm going to pull at the corners initially and try to then just pull it straight back and not at an angle, right? Because we don't want to stretch our stencil as much as possible. We want to be kind to this stencil, so it will be kind to us later, so we can reuse it. Oh, you know what? Good call, guys. Good call. You guys are the best. Seriously, and it's very affordable. Yeah. That was funny. Okay. Oh, about the teeth and oh yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about the teeth. All right, here we have it. That's just beautiful by itself. I just love that whole thing. Okay, but we're going to take it up a notch. All right, so I took my Fall Fantasy stencil out the leaves, and I don't know for sure. I just got this idea. I picked up this board and this stencil, and I said, what about those leaves? What about those leaves sitting there? I haven't used those since last year. This is a last year stencil, and actually this is retiring. So if you want to get this, it's called Fall Fantasy. So many awesome things you could do with this stencil. But like I said, if you want it, you better run go get it, because they are going to go away this year. That's the last time you'll see them. Okay, I was going to mark it. I'll just mark on the back. I was going to mark on the back like what type of leaf they were, but you know, one's a maple, one looks, my husband would be able to tell me. One time I was working on a leaf for one of the designs, and he goes, that's not even a real leaf. That doesn't belong to any tree I've ever seen. And I swear, when we go on hikes, my husband knows the name of every dang tree, every plant. Like, he was serious in the Boy Scouts. Okay, and then he was a ranger also in the Army, so he had to learn all that stuff. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Erica. Thank you very much. Okay, a lot of the ones are retiring. Yes, a lot of the good ones are. You're right, and it hurts my heart when they retire. But we have to make way for new stuff, right? Change is beautiful. That's our thing today. Change is beautiful. All right, let me pick up some lint. We're using our tacky towel. Some of these, all right? Well, actually, I'll just do them all because it's pretty likely I'm going to use them all, if not once, maybe twice. And really, honestly, I tend to do like the maple leaf a lot. I'll try to mix it up. All right, so maple, aspen. Deb, thank you. You are so spot on. It's true. Maple, aspen. She says, elm. The other might be an oak. I don't know. It's a stretch. I'm just throwing that out there. It's probably not even real. Okay. Hi, Tina. Hey, Elaine. Thank you for joining me. We are going to be crafting crazies for like 2 months at least. Trying to get you guys some ideas going, some ideas to share, things to make for your friends and family, for yourself, beautify your home. Okay, so this was my idea. The idea was to take these and put them in different places, and I'll show you in just a sec. Let me pull up this one more time, get a little more of the lint, because these, the very first time you use them, they are pretty sticky, and we want them to be just on some surfaces. It's a little harder to get up if we're not careful. So I'm just gonna dry it real quick. I mean, it's dry, but I want to be sure. I don't want it to pull up any of my lettering. If I make a mistake, I can go back over it again if it does pull it up. But typically what I would do here is either wax, or I would put on a coat of polyacrylic before I layer next. But you guys don't want to watch that paint dry. So I need an idea for men. They are so hard to buy for. You are right. Another lovely project. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, please. Thank you. Magnolia's helping me out. Please share your ideas below. You guys are very inspirational to us. Okay. And here we go. I'm going to get going with these leaves. Now, you guys, this was an idea. Really like last minute. So don't be hating on me if you don't like it. Okay? All right. So I'm going to put this stencil real close to the words. Remember when you're stenciling that you don't have to use the whole stencil. It doesn't have to be sitting on your board the whole way. It can just be part of the stencil. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. And you don't have to play by the rules when it comes to stenciling, right? Or crafting. See this one's sitting off the edge. The way that I wanted it to be up underneath the word beautiful, there just wasn't room to put the whole thing on there the way I wanted to see the design. So I'm going to put it on just like that. It's coming off the board just a smidge. All right. So now let's put some more. Ooh, I got hair on there. It's my hair. All right. Put some more on here. I'm just going to put them around, and we'll see how it goes, okay? I don't know. I like the design side. Oh, it's so hard to decide. Now, this one's not quite making it on there. It's like, look at, it's really struggling to get its space. Because, look, I've got it in the corner there. I've got it up that side and this side I'm pulling from. Now, I don't ever cut my stencils apart. Some people will just, like, gasp if you ever cut a stencil apart. Sometimes I think that there are reasons to. Definitely if there's a suggested line to divide up two different designs, or really if you have a stencil that's just too wildly, it's just like flopping all over the place and you don't want to lose your stencil and have it stick together, might be another reason too. I typically do not though. All right, see my next one? I guess you guys probably know what I'm going to do. You know I'm probably going to, you probably know. This is a neat idea. Should have done leaves, then the words. It would be easier. You're probably correct. Okay, but I don't, you know, I'm not sure that I ever play by the rules and do things easy. All right, so where else can we get one? Let's just do a few and then see how we feel about it, okay? And if we don't like it, that's all right. We can just redo or do more. So I'm going to make this leaf go this way, because this is my project. I can do whatever I want. Sounds like a bratty child, huh? All right, here it is. Now, I guess you guys have probably already figured out by now, when I told you all those colors I'm going to use, is I am going to do the hot mess on this. I can't think of a better thing to do with these fall fantasy, with the designs on a board like this. And I love the hot mess. I just think you cannot mess it. You cannot mess it up. So I'm going to grab some, I've got this Magnolia green. Oop, my innards fell out. Okay. Hey, Terry. Thanks for joining. And then I've got this beautiful spiced pumpkin, which I love, love, love. So nice and creamy. I am going to go for some candy apple red. I love some red in my design. Look at that. Oh, it's the first time. Woo! I opened it before. I took the lid off, but I haven't touched it. Don't you love that? Okay, and, oh, I had some pansy. Don't you guys love pansy? It's so beautiful. So when you have, just a little tip, okay? When you have these, sometimes you'll get these in a kit sometimes. You get them when you join the craft club. And if you don't know about the craft club, you can join. You just hop on over to our site and you click on the craft club. And every month you get a brand new kit, and it comes with everything you need. The medium, the squeegee, the stencil, and the surface, and instructions, okay, on how to complete it. All right, so, but when you get paste like this, you can't stir it around, right? In here, I can stir this around. But if you just knead it like this is equivalent, I guess, to stirring. So I'm going to do that. I couldn't find my pansy, so I just grabbed a sample. And I'm going to put it in this little sample, this little tray. I use these trays a lot for different things. And I just put a little smidge in there. All right. So next up, we are going to choose these colors that we chose. I'm going to put a little stir stick in each of these. By the way, if you like those little trays, we do have them. They come in a 24-pack. They're very inexpensive. I'd pick some up if I were you. Okay, Helga says, wow, never thought of using the pansy color. It's beautiful. Like, it's part of fall. It really is. All right, so I'm going to just come through here. The hot mess technique is just literally just going everywhere with your colors that you like, and no particular rhyme or reason, just this is why I love it so much. I just splash a color everywhere. And, you know, you can put some on, you don't have to use every single color on every one, or you can use more of one color to make that one pop and be more prominent, a more prominent color on your board. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of red. I do love the red. I do love red in my fall designs because it is another one of those natural colors for the season. You don't think people usually think, you know, red, that's a Christmas color, but it is not just for Christmas. I'm going to show you guys what I have when I'm done. Thanks for joining me, if I didn't say so. All right, now here we're going in with the purple. There's this pansy. Love, love, love this pansy. And I'm probably going to put too much. But how can you really put too much pansy? It's beautiful. Okie dokie. Okay, you've used mustard seed too. Okay, now Helga, I think that that's a good choice. I usually use mustard seed and not the spiced pumpkin, but it's pretty close to mustard seed, and I really just wanted to use it. So here I am doing my thing with my design, just like you can. Okay, now I'm going to show it to you before I squeegee together. This is what the hot mess looks like. All right, now I'm going to squeegee it together. And essentially, it's going to be just raking it across. I'll put those up over there. Okay, I'm going to get the little one just so I can have a little more control. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeegee these colors across each other. And they start to blend. Now, I don't want to play with it too much. I will say, though, I'm liking this one. I was thinking I wish I had a little more of the green in this. So that's probably what I would do different on this one, put a little more green. But I think I'm happy with that. I typically don't reuse this. Like, I clean off my squeegee between sections so that it doesn't start to turn brown and look mucky. So, all right, let's see what that looks like. Let me put my thing off to the side. And here is one. What do you guys think? Okay. Will there ever be metallic paste? Well, we have, you just reminded me of something. I'll put some of this rose gold on there. Whoop! Living on the edge. Okay, so we do have a glitter. Okay, and we have, I think, 5 or 6 colors now. And, oh, yikes. I'm going to put some of that. Let's have some fun with that. because that would be so cool. That's going to make it pop. Man, I wish I would have thought of that before. Thanks for asking, because it reminded me to do it. Oh, almost got that on my board, darn it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't, but, you know. Okay, I'll set that aside. I'm excited about the rose gold on here. Aren't you guys? Let's see what happens. See if it makes it sparkle at all. Maybe it just like makes it mushy, but we're gonna try it together. And then I'm just gonna take this little tray and put the excess there. I think this is getting like a lot of red. I probably put more red on than I usually do. Let's look at this one. Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. Let me put this aside because I want to show you guys what I did. Okay, love it. Thank you, Kat. Erica says she loves the messy, but yeah, me too. And Pamela, love the leaf. Okay, here's the other one. See this one up top here? I'm thinking I really do want a little more rose gold. Probably going to go over the top on it, but I want to give it a little bit of a glitter look. Little bit of shine. Ooh, that was too much. Okay. We just got two more, and then we're going to work on another area that I actually need your help on. So hang with me, and maybe you can help me out on this next part. So I put all of mine like this. If I have an empty, gosh, I'm saying a lot. If I have an empty container, like a chalk paste container, then I'll just go ahead and put all that in there, and pretty soon I'll get this brownish color that I can use again. Yes, yes, yes. Should have gone with the rose gold. More of the rose gold, you guys. Let me see if you can see it. Let me know if you can see the rose gold in here. It does make it pop a little bit more, and I'm liking it a lot. Okay, so last one with rose gold. This one has pretty good amount of the rose gold in it. I did let it sit for a bit, so it's going to be fine. Yeah, okay. You see, the more I'm playing with it, the more brown it's getting, so we don't want to do too much of that. Okay, let's set that aside. And our beautiful rose gold. And I'll take off this leaf. And then, oh, I peeled off my F. That's all right. I'll fix it after we're done. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me fix it. What I need your help with next is deciding about an embellishment. I like the bows. I'm thinking bows and flowers. So this is what I have. See what I did to my F? I'm going to let all that dry, and I'll go back in and fix the F. Okay? You guys like it? Helga says, I see it. It's so pretty. Isn't it? I'll just love that rose gold. Okay. So I got to go touch up that F. I'll do that later. So let's set that over here. The next thing is, well, I don't know. We should look at the colors, and you can help me decide. So I've got some, not the best flowers in the world. I just have a few things, dagnap, left in my stash. I've got these. So now we've got some vibrant colors in there. So last night I was going to put this stuff on. And you guys said, no, it was too overpowering, that it was too big for the project, which I totally agree. But, so what do you think about this? Now, I would put other stuff on it, but do you think that this is working, or forget that and just go with the bow? Because I am going to put a bow on. Let's see, maybe I can get some of these leaves off of here. Yeah, well, let me grab some leaves, and then we'll see where we go, where we are. Pardon the reach. All right, so I'm going to need your help here on these. What you think? Because they're not the best thing under the sun. If I put a bow on it, Are these going to look good? Or are they going to detract from the look? What do you think? Bow. No moms. Bow. Okay. So beautiful. Thank you. All right, bow it is. Let's put these aside. Those flowers never win. All right, so sometimes I take the flowers and I do other things with them. By the way, I wanted to do a project with you guys, and I can't do it like super fast. You can't watch me do it, but I'll do it beforehand and then bring it on and show you how to do it, like show you the finished project. But have you guys ever done like crystallizing things? I'm going to take some pine cones. So the reason I'm telling you now is because I'm going to start saving mine up for Christmas. Pine cones are plentiful now. They'll be plentiful just for a little bit. And then after that, you're going to have to pay for them because people will pick them up. Okay, no flowers. I like the leaves. Maybe brush on a little of the pansy to top them a little bit more. That's a good idea. I like it without anything attached. I'd put an interesting hanger on it with the leaf colors through. Very, very good ideas. All right, so I am going to show you what I have, and you can tell me what you think. So I have this, which is pretty plain. I have this, which I love. It is a lot of different little, I was just going to like put this as an accent. It's like the same color of the leaves that I just made. Hi, Althea. Pine cones at Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm hearing you. And then I've got this brown, and the brown has some green running through it. I've got pumpkins. Pumpkins. I don't think that those are appropriate for this, but maybe some orange. All right, so let's get a look at what we could do. We could do a messy bow that has all this stuff in there and see what that looks like. You guys let me know what you think. It's kind of got a lot going on. Let me get this little guy out here too. And then tell me what you think on the ribbons so I can make a messy bow. And you know what? Maybe we, I don't know if we've got any raffia around. Okay. All right, guys, let me know what you think. What do you think about this combo? So I've got the leaves, which I think are going to look beautiful. They do match. This orange, which is pretty vibrant, it matches as well. This is brown with a little bit of green going through it. And then we have just a regular burlap. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and do it. If you guys give me your thoughts in the comments if you want. We're going to go ahead and do it. And love the combo. Thank you, Erica. For a messy bow, yes. Okay, Helga, that's what I'm going to do. I'm doing a messy bow. Trust me, it's messy because none of these things are like even the same length. Let's do like 3 of each and see if that does the trick. And then I'm going to try Patsy, one of our creators. I've been like addicted to watching Patsy lately. She uses she does a zip tie. She says that it's hard for her to pull the string tight anymore to make a knot. So she uses a zip tie. How smart is that? So that's what we're going to do. Let me plug in my glue gun. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to tell you off screen I have not tried it. So we're doing it together, okay? All right, so I've got just a couple more. I'm going to get this guy. If you're just hopping on at any time, thanks for joining us. You can go back and watch it if you missed any part of it. We're using the stencil. Change is beautiful. And it says, fall is proof that change is beautiful. All right. Yes, messy bow. Messy bow. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Thank you. And if you guys are just hopping on, just go ahead and sprinkle this out to other folks. Let them join in with us or come back and watch. All right. Setting. I need to close up some paste. All right. Messy bow time. What did I do with that zip tie? Here's the zip tie. Okay, so I'm going to start layering my bow. I'm going to get this out of the way because you can't really see it very well. I'm just going to start layering my bows. And we'll see how it comes out. And I can't wait to try this, like the zip tie thingy. See how that works for us. I don't know who came up with this messy bow idea, but they were a stinking genius. Because I think just about anybody can do a messy bow. Okay, let's get all these lined up. And so we can catch them in the middle. All right, so I've got them all. I'm just going to just kind of squish them together like this, and then take the bow tie. I mean the bow tie, the zip tie. Patsy, come help me. All right, and I'm just gonna put it around here like this. She says, so cross your fingers. I don't know if any of y'all watch Patsy, but she says she just pulls it tight, but not super tight, okay? Because she likes to mess around with the bow or fluff out the bow a little bit before she commits. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow Patsy's lead. And, yep, I've got too much of some on one side. I'm just going to pull it through. All right, so you see that? I am going to go ahead and zip tie it all the way and clip it off. And then I'm going to cut the ends. And we will be close to being done. How many pair of scissors does a person need? Apparently tons if you're prone to losing them. So I'm just going to do a dovetail, and that's just like folding it in half and cutting it right at the fold. I'm going to cut it up towards the end, or the edges, sorry, and then that makes that beautiful dovetail for us. You can do it any way you want. You can do diagonal. You can leave it as is. You can fray the edges. But I feel like for me, for my look, what I like this look better with the dovetail. All right, so has anybody on here done the Changes Beautiful stencil yet? If you haven't, you need to pop on and buy it, because you just saw it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think it would be such a great gift, but beautiful in your home as well. And then, you know, you can change it up with the chalk paste color of your choice to make it match your house. All right, so here we go with the messy bow. And I think I did like that leaf, but I think I probably should have put more of the leaf ribbon in there. I think I'll put it like around the middle. Maybe that'll make it pop a little bit. All right, so here we go. All right, you're going to watch me fiddle with this just a little bit longer, and we will be done with it. So when I'm doing my messy bow, the tails are not all the same length. And, you know, part of that's because the way I gather it together. And then the other part of it is just, it's a messy bow. You don't have to be that meticulous with it, okay? So that's the cool thing about it, is that anybody can do it. They all turn out looking different. But in my book, they're a win. So, okay. Almost done. Okay, love Patsy. Bright spot on my day. I know, Erica. Isn't it true? So true. Patsy, if you're watching, say hey. Thank you, Beth. All right. Hey, is now a good time for you guys? We've been coming on trying to decide when you guys can be available and what works for you and for us. And is now a good time, like typically during the week, or did you just catch us by chance? Let us know so we can, feedback always helps. So one of my kids has this saying, and I think I'm going to have to make it a stencil because I love it so much. And I just thought of it when I said the word feedback. But the saying is, there's no failure, there's only feedback, which I think is awesome because, okay, maybe you didn't get it the way you wanted, but that's something you can learn from, right? So there's no failure, only feedback. Okay, so I got it going. Here's my messy bow. And now I'm going to take the one I loved the most with the leaves that match my stuff, and I'm going to just go around the top here around to the back and fasten it with some glue, okay? Oh, look at, I got my finger thingy. And we just wait for that to dry for a second, and then we'll put it on, and you can let me know what you think about it. Now is better, Karen says, now is a better time for me. I work when you've been on before. I love watching you. Thank you, Karen. I really appreciate you saying that. I like messy bows, Pamela says, too, and no two ever come out the same. Yeah, and sometimes that's a good thing, right? Okay, so let me... now I waited for that glue to set. Now I'm going to pull this next piece tight. I'm just wrapping around the front and the back here, just so you can't see my, what is that, the zip tie, okay? I think I need a little more work on my bow. But I won't do it. I'll do it off camera for you guys, and I'll take a picture and post it and let you guys see it later. All right, so now you get to help me pick. I mean, that's a big bow. I think I should trim that down. That's kind of big, huh? That's pretty big. All right. On the left side, that would be my left, or the right side. Which side do you think best? I think I am definitely trimming this bow down. Don't you think that's a little big? That's a little much. That's a statement bow. Okay, let me know which side, right or left? Right or left? I'm kind of leaning towards the left, only because there is this leaf here, and if I put my bow there, it'll get lost. So I'm going to go ahead and put it there. Left. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. She let me know. All right, I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue down there, and I'll set it in place. Then you guys can tell me what you think about it. In the meantime, while it's drying, I will trim this bow a little bit. It is just out of control. Too much. Too much. It's just too long. Tails are too long. See, look at that. It's just too, yeah, it's too long. Left for sure. Left side, and not too big for me. Oh, really? You like the bows that big? All right. Well, I'm going to show it to you, and you tell me what you think, okay? After it's all put together, give me just a sec here. I am trimming. I'm not making it too much small. I'm just trimming, all right? For those of you who wanted it the same, to leave it that same. Okay. Are you ready to see it? Here we go. I think I should have put that bow a little bit off. There we go, a little bit like that. It's not all the way dry. Any time is good, Althea says. Just need a specific time so I can plan. Okay, so what you'll see is that on our page, we have events. So you will know when we're going to go live. Today, I decided to go, yesterday I decided today I was going live. I just didn't make the event until today, so I do apologize. I mean, it was like 11 a.m. Eastern before I made the event. But you did have 6 hours notice. We're going to try to be more intentional about planning it out at least a day ahead of time. All right, so what do you think? Beautiful? Cute? Beautiful? It's gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me. Crystal's going to be on tomorrow. Please invite all your friends tomorrow, because tomorrow is Win It Wednesday. And I don't know what she's giving away. I actually don't even know what project she's doing, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. And I'm sure what she's giving away, you all are going to love. So come join us tomorrow. And it's in the event section. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. It might be 3, but just check us out. Do come back and join us, because I want you to win something. I hope you enjoyed my live today, and thank you again so much for joining me. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.